Well, not really, to be honest, but...
It may be falsely dangerous.
Oh, fuck. Let's do it! Let's do it! Could of course just, you know, plonk some in.
I may be wrong, but it seems like you do.
It's widely known that I work for Lady Marjorie.
I've seen you with her before. You seem like good friends. I saw Lady Marjorie just this morning, outside the Royal Sept, talking to Queen Cersei.
Cersei?
Uh-oh. That's never a good name to hear.
Having some sort of disagreement. I couldn't hear much, but it was definitely an argument.
What did they say?
I couldn't make out much, but I know they were talking about the Starks and House Forrester.
House Forrester?
Oh god.
I hope you're not in any kind of trouble, but I thought you ought to know.
I'm in deep, deep
Most
shit.
don't tend to notice a call boy, known in King's Landing with so many lords and ladies about. You see and hear all sorts of things when people don't even know you're there.
Keep eavesdropping for me, you know. It would be nice if you could give me a little bit more information.
Lady Marjorie, you're early.
I was hoping there would be time for us to talk.
Yeah, sure.
There's something we must
Sure,
discuss.
why not? Let's have a chat.
From the day you arrived in Highgarden, I've
From
thought
the
of
day
this.
you arrived in Highgarden, I've thought of you more as a friend than as a handmaiden. A dear friend, in fact.
Friend as a handmaiden. A dear friend, in fact.
Thank you, my lady.
And you know how I feel about what's happened to your family. I feel your pain as if it were my own. What you've suffered is beyond imagining. And your poor family as well.
My family wrote me, my lady.
I don't doubt they must be overcome with grief. But you must not
Yeah.
despair. We will get through this together. You must understand there are limits to what I can say, especially here in King's Landing, now that I am to be queen. To have a handmaiden from the north whose family fought for Robb Stark. It raises questions at a time I can least afford. Cersei herself cornered me this morning outside the Royal Sept. She mentioned the northern girl in my service, and she painted you a traitor. She was very pleased with herself. Her face was full of mirth as she said it.
What does she intend to do?
She intends to make you miserable, knowing that will make me miserable as well. She demands an audience. She wants an apology of some sort, for what I don't know, but she's waiting for us now, and I promised I would bring you to her. I wouldn't ask this of you if it were not important.
I'll do as you ask, sure.
Cersei with the wedding so near.
I'll do as you ask, my lady.
I knew I could trust you. Humor her. Tell her what she wants to hear. See if the Queen Regent is ready to receive us. You'll be fine. I know you will. You may feel one thing, but you must say another.
That's never a good thing to hear.
Good luck.
People usually tend to be bad at that sort of thing.
You can do this.
Do I have to? Can't I just, you know, walk back, walk out? I kind of prefer that, to be honest. You know, just turn around, run, steal a horse, go back home, stuff like that. You know. Sorry, I got a message real quick with what I had to respond to.
Ah, Lady Marjorie. Aren't you looking lovely this evening?
Lord Tyrion. Your Grace? With your permission, allow me to introduce Lady Mira of House Forrester.
This can go.
I am honored, Your Grace.
Yet not honored enough to kneel, I see.
House Forrester is a northern house loyal to the king.
Are they?
I beg your pardon, Your Grace.
I wasn't talking to you. I want to hear from the girl. Is your family loyal to the king?
We've always been.
The new Lord Forrester.
He's not here, is he? She is.
House Forrester's loyalty to the crown never wavers, Your Grace.
I see. And yet, for centuries the Forresters have been loyal bannermen to House Stark. A house of traitors.
They were the Wardens of the North. We all served at the pleasure of the king.
Clever girl.
Perhaps too clever for her own good.
The girl did say the loyalty was unwavering.
She has a talent for equivocation, yet I question what she really thinks. Is your house willing to swear fealty to your new liege lord, Roose Bolton?
How the hell should I know?
He is the Warden of the North, Your Grace.
He is. And I the Queen Regent and Tyrion the Master of Coin.
The girl has a remarkable talent for answering questions while in fact saying nothing at all.
Oh god.
Old allegiances are not easily abandoned. But now that the war is over, we must look to rebuild and forge new alliances. There are ships and shields to be built, and Joffrey will need a steady supply of ironwood for his armies. I'm told there are others who would happily serve that purpose, but I trust we can rely on House Forrester.
Forster Ironwood does seem rather unique.
To our mutual benefit, Your Grace.
And at the pleasure of your king. It would be a shame to see it fall into the hands of another house. I imagine you'd do almost anything to prevent that from happening, wouldn't you? Osgany Lannister.
Sure.
Whatever was necessary to save Casterly Rock. It would be unfortunate to see another house lay claim to what's yours.
Yes, Your Grace.
Yeah, sure, we'll do anything. Yep.
I see.
What would you have the girl do, Cersei? It's not as if she fought beside the Starks, wielding a battle axe for the Northern Army.
In her mind,
Raises
she
an
did,
interesting
probably.
question, I suppose. Can we truly blame those who end up on the wrong side of the war? Our dear Marjorie here was betrothed to Renly Baratheon on the false assumption that he would one day rule the Seven Kingdoms. Can we fault her for her mistake? Should she be held accountable?
I'm sure she regrets it.
Perhaps. Perhaps not.
If there's a point to this, I hope you find it quickly.
Loyalty can be such a hard thing to define. This city alone is filled with all sorts of ambitious opportunists looking to reinvent themselves, pretending to be something they're not. Who knows what lurks within their hearts? You are a girl from the north here in service to Lady Marjorie. One can only assume her interests are yours. Yet loyalty to a king, that must be absolute, beyond question. And if your loyalties were to become conflicted between your king and the very person whom you serve, what would you do then? I'm sure the girl answer the question. Go on.
I must choose Marjorie, Your Grace. I serve at her pleasure.
Clearly your handmaiden does not have her priorities straight.
Yeah, I do.
She is a threat to the crown, isn't she?
Phew, thank you.
Dangerous handmaiden in all of King's Landing.
I'm not quite sure what to make of her. Not surprising, I suppose, for a northern girl, but not very encouraging either. I'd like a word with you, if I may.
Of course, Your Grace.
Well, she's angry at me now. I might have messed up with Marjorie a little bit.
I'll walk you out. This may come as a surprise, but I met your father once, at the tourney at Lannisport. Even then he didn't trust Roose Bolton. We only spoke briefly, but your father struck me as an honorable man.
Yeah, he was.
You have my condolences for his loss. These would be trying times for your family, even under the best of circumstances.
Thank you.
Tyrion. That's very kind of you to say.
You were brave to declare your loyalty to Lady Marjorie.
Stupid.
No doubt she was pleased. But Cersei, she will not soon forget what you said.
I don't give a rat's ass.
It was quite the first impression. I, of course, found it all highly entertaining. But it
I
certainly
wasn't trying
about
to
Cersei.
please.
I wasn't trying to please her.
I think that was clear to everyone. My sister and I have our differences. She takes great pleasure in her little charades. I take mine in thwarting them. We must find our amusements where we can. She threatened to give your ironwood to another house. It is the Master of Coin who decides such matters. The crown needs boats. Boats need wood, and I speak for the crown in this regard, not her.
What are you suggesting?
I suppose the crown could be persuaded to secure ironwood from House Forrester. Lady Marjorie might not look favorably on such an alliance, and it would infuriate Cersei. Although what would be amusing for me might prove rather dangerous for you. And are you willing to risk that?
Well, not really, to be honest, but...
It may be far too dangerous.
Oh, fuck. Let's do it.
Tyrion.
Let's do it.
You are a brave girl, aren't you? I'll consider it. Now, if you'll excuse me, I promised Sansa I would join her for dinner tonight. 3 beautiful bottles of Dornish wine await my arrival. The mere thought of them makes me thirsty already.
I hope we meet again.
Nothing would make Cersei happier. Until then, be careful. This is not the North. King's
I know it's not the
Landing
North.
vipers to the uninitiated.
Yeah. But I'm not afraid. I will roll. Oh, wait. My bad. I will be nice.
Mira, I was worried. How was it?
No, you weren't.
Cersei has a way of looking at you as though you're nothing. It's more than a little intimidating.
It didn't go very well, but...
I'm sorry. Cersei is known for being rather difficult. But at least it's over now. Lady
Is it?
Marjorie has spent the entire day working on seating arrangements for the wedding. Of course, you and I are seated way at the back, here with the 4th cousins and the 9th-born sons. Ah, Sir Jaime, I wouldn't mind tarnishing that white cloak of his. What?
Give me a moment. Aye.
And Oberyn Martell,
The Red Viper.
I'm told he has a paramour.
He is quite handsome. You get us in trouble. Put it back.
Which I doubt.
I'm doing it. He is quite handsome.
He is quite handsome.
And quite passionate, from what I've heard. Perhaps Lady Marjorie could make the right introductions. Who knows? We might meet our future husbands. Although, marrying a king, I can only imagine what that would be like. Would you marry Joffrey if it meant you'd become queen?
Hell no.
He does And he's always
Well,
treated Lady Marjorie well.
did he? I don't want to be a queen.
I don't want to be queen, no matter who I'd have to marry.
Don't want to be queen?
No.
You northerners. You'd make a perfect scepter. Well, I would marry him. Imagine the power you would have as Queen of the Seven Kingdoms. I might even allow you to be my handmaiden. Let's see, who else should we marry off?
Well,
And Tyrion Lannister. What a perfect match. Sir Bronn and...
What are you doing? Sarah?
I'm sorry, my lady.
My lady.
As am I. We shouldn't have been messing about.
This is not a game. It's a battle plan. Allies and enemies can be made with every move.
Yeah.
I say it is men who are powerful. The Queen was rather disappointed by your display, Mira. I'm just glad it's over.
Well, there's probably nothing I could have said to make the queen happy. Queen
There's
Regent,
always
by the way.
someone to please or some perceived slight to smooth over. I fear it will only get worse when I am queen.
Once they know your true heart, the lords and ladies will have no choice but to love you.
Do you agree?
It's hard to please, or it only matters what you say.
People are not always so easy to please. If you showed Cersei your true heart, she would stab it with a fork.
You learn very quickly.
Oh, I might have made the right choice there.
Words to Cersei were brave, but I know you must fear what the Boltons might do to your family. I do appreciate your willingness to appease her, as difficult as it may have been.
Yeah, well.
Thank you, my lady. There's been something on my mind. Something important. I did have a favor to ask of you in return.
Whatever you wish to say, you can say it in front of Sarah. There are no secrets between us.
It's about my family.
I trust her.
I know, no. Sarah might stay, sure.
Go on.
My mother needs our help. Can you stop Ramsay? Can you stop the Boltons? Could Joffrey help?
Ask.
Forgive me, my lady. I wouldn't otherwise ask this of you, but my mother insisted. It's about my family.
Ramsay Snow. What would you have me do?
My
Come,
mother
you
fears
know.
my family will suffer if Ramsay is left to do as he likes. She thought, if a raven could be sent to the Boltons to let them know House Forrester has the protection of the crown. I know it's a lot to ask of you, and I wouldn't otherwise, but she insisted.
That is no small request, especially now.
I know, my lady, and I wouldn't ask this of you otherwise. But my mother has left me no choice. She insisted.
Joffrey knows only too well your family fought for the Starks, and now you would have me ask him to intervene. Is the situation that dire?
You can't, my lady. King Joffrey won't like it. Just think how he turned on Lady Sansa.
It is that dire, my lady. I fear for my family's safety.
I don't know, Mira. If Cersei were to find out...
You're adored by the king.
Don't let the Queen bully you. You have power over him, Lady Marjorie, as no one else does. Not even his mother. Ramsay Snow will arrive at Ironrath within the week. I would never ask this of you if it weren't so urgent.
Very well.
Please.
I'll make your request, but I cannot promise anything.
Thank you, my lady. I will send a raven to my family at once.
It might have made her possibility of being a queen a little bit less, but well, we had to go for it, I guess. We had to. Well, somebody's being tortured. Oh god. Dumb horse.
7 hells.
Oh, just walk. Just walk.
Let's play a little game, shall we?
My god.
Did you know my ancestors wore the skins of their enemies as a coat? Not my best work, unfortunately. I suppose I have fallen out of practice. But he didn't make it easy, what with all that bloody noise.
Like a drowning cat. I thought he'd never stop.
As my father likes to say, a naked man holds few secrets, but the flayed man holds none.
Pity he didn't know your father was the Warden of the North.
He does now. How much further is it to these foresters?
A day, my lord. 2 at most.
What was that?
Nothing.
My lord?
Shh! Listen.
Time to get the hell out.
There. Hear that? I know I heard something.
Fuck. I meant to do stay still.
Lord Ethan,
I really meant to do stay still.
as I was saying, you are young. And there are those within these walls who are uncertain of your leadership. But 300 generations of Forester Lords stand behind you.
Exactly.
Tor, who founded our house, and your grandfather, Lord Thorin the Bold, who seized back the river valley from the White Hills.
What did they call my father?
Lord Gregor the Good. He was fair and wise, and courageous in battle.
And what will they call me?
That is for you to define as the new lord. These were your father's people to lead and protect, and now they're yours. But your father did not bear this responsibility alone. He and every Forester Lord before him chose one man whom they trusted above all others, the Lord Sentinel. Forester traditions demand that a new Lord Sentinel must be chosen.
Well, I'm not gonna choose him.
I've done nothing wrong! I was only trying to survive!
Lord Ethan. Missed.
Why did you kick him?
Why did you kick this man?
This Craven is a deserter and a thief.
This house is doomed! We all fucking know it!
Quiet.
I think that's appropriate.
He's supposed to be guarding our weapons, but instead we caught him stealing them.
2
shields and 3 spears.
Why did you do it?
Why did you do it?
Because I've no wish to die. Yes, my lord, I fled. We should all flee. It
It's not stealing if you're taking what's yours by right.
He speaks
He's
true.
right.
I've a family to feed, and not two coins to rub together since Lord Gregor left us to rot here. Where's our pay? Our share of bread and wine grows smaller every day.
Leave the
Oh, he is true. He's probably right, but
Lord Ethan, I know these words are hard, but they're honest. This house is falling.
uh,
The coming winter.
together we'll survive.
We can live to see it.
We are in this together.
You say that, but it won't be you who's starving come winter.
You'll address him as Lord.
I agree.
Lord Ethan, you must decide the punishment. Lord Gregor always took a thief's fingers. 3 of them.
Now may not be the time for harsh punishment. The men are on edge as it is.
Men need to know they cannot do whatever the fuck.
I heard a kick. Kill him. Kick him out.
You can send him to the wall.
I'm gonna send him to the wall.
I will decide.
Send him to the wall.
I'm probably gonna do the wall.
If you punish me, you'll be punishing an innocent man. It will be an injustice, my lord.
Well, you're not
Please,
innocent.
Lord.
I mean, you stole. You admitted that you stole. Even claiming it was yours to take by right. But you stole and you admitted it, so either taking 3 fingers or I send him to the wall. Be the good guy. Come on. Anyone else? Another thought? I mean, sending him to the wall is mercy as well. Anyone else with an idea here? You would definitely show him mercy. Yeah, but he stole. He admitted he stole. He's causing like mass hysteria in the kingdom. Everyone deserves a second chance. Well, I said it's you guys who helped me decide what to do, so I guess we'll show him
Depends on me.
mercy. Sure.
Tends to its people. See, this man is paid and his family is fed.
Lord Ethan, you are truly a merciful and noble lord.
My lord, this man is a criminal. A brazen thief.
He is still a forester.
House Forester and deserves our protection.
He's a rat in our grain stores.
My lord, we must speak about our gold reserves. Soon.
My lord, I thank you for the mercy you've shown me. I will never forget my debt to you and to this house.
If this comes to bite me in my butt, crazy, I keep you responsible for this. Just so you know.
That was certainly unpleasant, but a lord must mete out punishment when it's due. Not just yourself, of course.
Maester, what do you think?
Me?
Yes. Did I do what's right?
Disloyalty shouldn't be rewarded if others will take advantage of your mercy. You heard what the thief said. I expect this sort of thing will happen again. But a sentinel can help you in the face of disloyalty. You need someone you can trust by your side.
Yeah, that's gonna be a tough one.
You can rely on, no matter the circumstance. Possessing wisdom.
I trust the small council.
Council is for.
My lord, you of all people should know that too many voices muddy the message. That is why there is one lord above all. And so there must be one advisor above the rest. There are 2 capable men for the role. They both want the job, but neither thinks very highly of the other.
How do I decide between them?
Talk to them. Solicit the opinion of people close to you.
I mean, still everyone deserves a second chance if he fucks up.